May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be reacting to trans activists try to shame Charlie. It's Backfires. Anyway, without further ado, let's get started.
Hello. I had a statement to say. You were banned on Twitter or whatever because you dead named somebody. You seem kind of proud about, not proud, but it just seemed wrong to you that you were dead naming somebody. I get it. You know, if it was a mistake, that's fine.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't? Okay. Well, okay, then you're proud of it. That does not make it right. I think as generations go on, we become more accepting to things. And I think that even if you don't like somebody, it's not a good idea to normalize dead naming.
Yeah, so can you explain to our audience what is dead naming? You probably know it better than I do.
Is when somebody transitions and they choose a new name conforming to their gender. So if their name was Lisa before and they changed it to Jack, if you called them Lisa before that, or Lisa after they transitioned, that is dead naming.
What's wrong with that?
I think it's very wrong because I have a lot of trans friends, and if they were dead named, it would be, shattering to them because it's something that is so personal to them. What?
Shattering?
Yes. Yes. It's who they are now. People don't transition just for the hell of it, you know? It's a very personal thing to them. They don't do it to appeal to the other gender or whatnot.
Yeah, but let's think about it. Isn't it part of their biography? Can you really erase history and act as if that wasn't your name for a while? For example, it was another name than Rachel Levine.
Well, why do names matter so much? It's what you want to be called. It's just a title for you.
But it's part of your biography, right? It's a fact that a man who now thinks he's a woman had a family, got married, and then magically decided to no longer be a man. I was talking facts, so your problem would be with telling of a biography?
Well, it's not as deep as you think it is. It's just somebody, it's them now. And it's just being respectful.
Oh, okay, but It's being respectful by not being able to act as if they were something that they weren't. Isn't their whole identity in being no longer what they were? So it shouldn't shatter them. It should be empower them.
No.
So then why do they call themselves trans if it's not their whole identity?
Well, people don't go out saying, guess what? I'm trans.
Yeah, they do.
They just kind of exist. That's Twitter. That's Twitter. I can guarantee you.
And TikTok and most campuses and the trans groups and the trans flag and the trans parade and the trans music and the trans stuff. People say they're trans all the time. If the change is not part of their identity, then why do they call themselves trans?
Well, it's just a title. Everybody, our society is more, we want titles for just about everything.
I agree. So I don't accept the title, and I should have a right not to accept it.
Well, everybody has a right to be respected. They haven't done any wrong to you.
No, you don't have a right to be respected. You have a right to speak. You have to earn respect in a decent society.
Okay, I'm sorry. I want to fully understand what you mean,
Yeah, so for example, I don't respect the Unabomber.
Okay.
That's an extreme example.
Okay.
I don't respect people that perform abortions.
Okay.
I don't respect people that medically mutilate children.
Okay.
And I don't respect someone that is taking Lupron and says they're a man all of a sudden and demands I comply. That's not the way the world works. Respect must be earned.
I think respect is just a give, it's a base thing. It's not like I'm going to go into this room and say, I disrespect every single one of you because you don't believe what I believe or you're not presenting how I want.
A biography should not be eliminated because someone demands respect. For example, I can say that Muhammad Ali used to be called Cassius Clay. It's part of his life. And then he found Islam and he decided to be called something else. And all of a sudden you get this rancor and this uproar that somehow I'm being hateful and no longer worthy of a Twitter platform because I said a fact that Levine had a name and a family and was a man and then claims he's a woman. If all of a sudden history and facts can be erased, we are dangerously approaching a 1984 dystopian world control scenario that I don't think any of us should entertain. Final thoughts?
Okay, to wrap it up, my point was basically just, I think it's better to normalize or not normalize, but not put out that it's okay to do these types of things.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Okay.
Wow, guys. I super love this. Anyway, what you're saying is, if a lady should get married, sorry for using lady, and she decides to change her name and start bearing her husband's name, and someone, let's say, that knows her before called her by her father's name, then she should get angry because now she have transitioned. Now she's bearing her her husband's name. To me, I say it does not make sense. The thing is, when you show people that things get to you easily, they will keep on using that thing to get to you because they feel like, yes, at least whenever I say this, you get angry. That is it. Because if let's say you are a guy and you decide to transition to be a woman, and now you want to call yourself Susan, and let's say formerly you were being called Emmanuel, and someone called you Emmanuel, like if you answer the person yes, like it's normal. No one tag Emmanuel to just being a male name. A female can decide to bear Emmanuel instead of Emanuela, and if they decide not to call you Susan, it's not a big deal. The thing is, when they discover a whole lot of people are calling you Susan, soon they would, change and start calling you Susan. That is it. Because I think sometimes I make mistake if with my friends, I call this one this person's name and I call this one this other person's name, and because let's say sometimes I get time to spend with one, and when I decide to meet the other one, I start calling the next person the other brother's name. And sometimes, I know I make that mistake a lot, but with time, I start correcting it. So that is how it is. If you feel like they are calling you the name you don't want to be called, you just let it go. When you start showing that you are being hurt by it, that is when people keep on doing it because they feel like it gets to you, especially when you're doing something they don't like. You keep on doing that thing that will get to you so that you keep on, getting angry. So this is just simple. It's a name. It's not like they are coming to your house to beat you for transitioning. No, they are just calling you the name they feel they want to call you. It's a free word. They have rights to what they want to say. Same way you have the right to change your name, they have the right to call you what they want to call you. I just feel there's no issue here, okay? I am married. If you decide to call me something else, it's left for you to call. I know there are if there are 100 millions of people in this world and just a few set of people decide to call you a name you don't want. Just put your mind on people that are willing to call you what you want and be happy with it. It's just that simple, guys. Anyway, this is a beautiful one coming from the girl. I love how she tried to make Charlie see reason why what he was doing was wrong, but Charlie also have his freedom of speech and he had freedom to say whatever he wants to say. And as Charlie, obviously, you already know he won't back down for anything. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If it's the first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching and remember bless.